Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for October 2024 for each life path number. This, of course, is a general forecast. If you would like your own personal numerology reading, please book some time with me. You can find my information in the description box below. Also, I want to mention that from here till the end of the year, the end of 2024, if you order a year ahead forecast in any of the readings where the year ahead forecast is included, I will throw in October, November, December of 2024, and you will also get the full year ahead for 2025. So normally it's just the 12 months ahead, but you're going to get some extra months if you book in 2024 for the year ahead forecast. The other thing I want to mention is I have opened up subscriptions to my website once more. If you're interested in getting news alerts and sort of having privy to the important information that you might miss here on YouTube or on my podcast, then I suggest just hopping on over to my website. Just give me your email address through subscribing, and I can share that information with you as things come up. I won't bombard you. I have respect for your time and your inbox, but I do have some big announcements coming in 2025, so you want to be sure you don't miss those. All right, I think that does it for the housekeeping. Let's get into the forecast. Life path number 11-2. So October is going to bring in the vibration for you all of the 29-2. So ultimately your own energy of the 2 and the 11, but also that influencing energy of the 29. So this is really going to be one of those periods where you have an opportunity to learn a great deal about yourself and your resiliency, what you're capable of, sort of what you want. You could really gain a lot of clarity for direction in your life and the direction you want to be moving towards. I would say that your experiences this month will bring in greater clarity and confirmation for your next steps. So this, of course, can come through your experiences with other people, can come through your dreams, through just time alone, spent kind of in contemplation, whatever it may be. But your physical experiences will likely bring much greater clarity and confirmation for what you already know, but it sort of like lifts the veil so that you can see it more clearly. Like as far as like the next steps, what direction you want to be moving in, how to like strategize to make that happen. And yeah, kind of like you're closing a chapter and you're starting another chapter, and you're getting a lot more clarity about what this chapter is going to be about. That is very possible under this influence. Be open to the opportunities that present, especially if they look different than what you have, like a preconceived notion about. Like if you have an expectation for what the next thing that is coming in for you should look like, you will miss the opportunities that do present that could actually be exactly what you need in this moment. Now, those opportunities won't miss you. They'll keep coming in, but, just save yourself some time and don't be too quick to dismiss them because they're just going to come back in if they're meant for you. Just be open to whatever presents to you this month. And I would say that at any time, but definitely under this influence of the 29, because it is so strongly your vibration. Be open to what comes in because you are ultimately working with your own energy this month. And so there is definitely things that will likely come in that have to do with your personal journey forward. And yeah, it would be just be quick. Don't be too quick to dismiss is what I'm trying to say. Be open to what and who presents this month because there might be some twists and turns that you aren't expecting that can only sort of be initiated through your connections with these people or these places or these things that are tied to these opportunities. So be open to them. Also knowing that some of them may be a little bit less than desired, right? Like sometimes things show up for us and they come in the packaging we didn't want or that we weren't expecting. and we can be quick to dismiss it. And again, I would say just be open to what presents, no matter what the packaging is, and just explore it. You don't have to say yes to it. You don't have to commit to it. Just explore it before dismissing it. The other thing is, I would say try to be open to help from others this month, that assistance, asking for what you need, receiving that assistance. And I would also say, sort of listen to what others are saying at this time, because they might mention something that sort of opens your mind or brings your attention to something that you need that you didn't know that you needed. And you'll only recognize it through what somebody else is saying or somebody else is sort of highlighting for you. So again, and that can be the help that you're getting, right? Sort of opening you up to a different perspective or letting you to see something about yourself or your relationships or whatever it is, or work that you wouldn't have seen without that connection. So again, just be open to it. Now, I pulled an animal wisdom message for you all, and you got skunk energy. And it's interesting because, of course, what comes up with skunk is that need for protection. Because, of course, skunks, right, when they feel threatened or when they're trying to protect themselves, they'll spray. And so this is kind of, there's a lot of different, this is nuance, right? So there is this element for some of you where you might need to have greater protection in place when it comes to, how you show up in relationships, how you, are you overgiving? Are you saying yes too much? Are you, are you sort of that doormat for other people type of thing? And so I would say with skunk energy coming through, there's definitely this call to protect your energy in a way, right? Make sure that not only are you getting that equal exchange of energy and reciprocity from others, but that you're not depleting yourself by overburdening or overcommitting yourself to situations or taking on that burden and responsibility of what is not yours to take on. This is a great month to really take a closer look at that and where you might be doing that, so that you can make some modifications and some changes. The other thing I would say is if there is, again, I'm not talking about protection where you build a wall, right? Still need to be vulnerable, still need to show up in relationships in a healthy way. But I think this is a good month for kind of taking a closer look at where it is that you might just be giving too much of yourself away, and where does there need to be greater protection there. The other thing I would say is if you're working on some kind of a project, it's a new seed, right? Like a new idea, you have a new idea and you want to make it happen, but it's in the very infant stages. I would say be protective of that, right? That's your seed, that's your egg. Hold on to it, because, and not that someone's going to steal it or whatever, but when something is new and it's a fresh idea, that's when we're the most vulnerable to being easily influenced by the external to not pursue it, right? So we might have this vision or this idea for something, and it might be, just different and hasn't been done before, or it's a big feat, or it's unexpected for us to take something like this on. And it would be easy for others to sort of, dismantle that a little bit and sort of, bring up our doubts or make us feel self-conscious about it. Not intentionally necessarily, but just kind of, shake our foundation a little bit. And, when something is new or an idea is new and we're excited about it, that's the time we really probably need to protect it a little bit until it has its feet, right? Until it's until we can showcase it to the world and it's already got its legs, so to speak. So there may be some things like that. Just be protective of the things that are important to you. Not overly so, but you know what I mean? Just enough to where you're not going to be deterred or easily influenced to give up on it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that can be about a relationship. It can be about, a project, whatever. If it's something new that's just, in its infancy, give it time to grow, right? Without too much outside influence or outside noise. So beautiful energy overall, 11s. I hope it's a great month. Take care. Bye for now.